What we know right now. The police department, where a man was shot and killed by a police officer, is asking protesters to gather only during daylight. 18-year-old Michael Brown was killed during a confrontation with an officer on Saturday. The department asks that all people who assemble do so in a respectful manner and disperse before dark. Our Jenna Hanchard joins us now from the St. Louis County Police Command Center, who's leading this investigation. They just wrapped up that news conference. Jenna, you've been there all week. What did we learn today?
Well, one of the things that we learned is that the body of Michael Brown has now been released to family members. What has not been released is the autopsy report, the medical examiner's report, which would tell us how many times Michael Brown was shot and where he was shot. They do not plan to release that at any time in the near future, and that's because they want as many witnesses as they possibly can to come forward. They don't want witnesses to change their story based on the information that would possibly come out in that autopsy report. Another takeaway from that press conference this afternoon is that the police department, the Ferguson Police Department, is working with the Department of Justice, their community relations department, to improve race relations. Big topic right now as far as the relationship between the black community specifically and law enforcement. Definitely a lot of distrust, and that's what they're working to improve right now. So they're going to be meeting with them tomorrow to work on that. That's not something that is unfamiliar to our area, in the Kansas City area. Actually, in Wyandotte County, they are working with the Department of Justice to do just the same thing. Right now here in Ferguson, they have about 53 members, 53 officers within their police department. Only 3 of those officers actually are black. So that's a huge problem for a lot of people here in this community. They want their police department to reflect what the community looks like, and they also want to rebuild and regain that trust with the police department. Lindsay?